Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Beth Chats Books. Now today's video is going to be my February TBR video. Now it's been a really difficult decision for me to try and decide what I want to read because I've got loads of books that I really want to get to and to read pretty soon in this year. However, I've been watching a lot of videos recently and I got really excited and bulk bought a lot of books that everybody was hyping about now, but they're not going to come till midway through this month. So I've decided to just go with a couple of books that I really need to get done. At the moment I'm not giving myself massive TBRs because I'm just not getting through them with working and everything. So I've basically given myself a massive pile of books that I really want to read and I've kind of cut them into sectioned months at the moment. So there is some that I desperately want to read that I'm just cutting out of this February TBR because I'm not going to have time to get to them. So these are the 4 books that I'm going to try and get done this month. So without further ado, let's just get straight stuck in. So I'm just going to move my lamp sip over here so I can hold them better. So the first book that I'm going to read is Ta-Nehisi Coates' Between the World and Me. Now, I mentioned in my January wrap-up that I would discuss it here, and I'm just going to put this lamp sip down so I can talk about it. I'm currently about 45 pages into this book. Ta-Nehisi Coates is writing to his 15-year-old son about the experience of being black, what it means for him, and ultimately then what it means for his son and growing up and what that's going to mean. So it's only about 200 pages. I'm already currently reading it, so I'm just going to put it on here. I did mention it in my January TBR as well, but I just didn't get round to it. So there's that one. And then the next one that I'm going to put on the list is Days Without End by Sebastian Barry. Now, Jasmine over at Jasmine Reads was raving about this the other day and I'm going to link her down below. She was raving about this book. She put it in her recommendations for LGBTQIA+. But she's done a recommendation for those kind of books, 5 books that she would recommend, and a lot of them were very on my radar, and this one in particular, which I haven't got around to reading. My mother gave me this and she said it was fantastic and I really need to read it. So I've been putting this off for ages, partly because I lost it. I couldn't figure out where it was in the house and I found it again, so it's kind of gone on my radar, and I said, right, you need to stop putting it off and get to reading this. So I believe this is to do with a kind of war story, and 2 male characters within the story end up in a romantic relationship, which I'm really excited about because I haven't read enough LGBTQ stuff. I really haven't, and shame on me, I really need to. So I'm just going to get to it, you know, I'm just going to read it. So there's that one. I'm just going to take a quick lemon sip break because it's going cold. Sorry, it feels better now. And then the next one that I want to read is George Orwell's 1984. This is a little mini Diddy edition. A while ago, Penguin were part of this deal. I forgot what newspaper it was, but you had to collect coupons for about 2 weeks every Sunday, and I got 6 little mini edition books for 99p, and I think Frankenstein was in there. So I've done Brave New World and The Handmaid's Tale and the big ones. And this one just, for some reason, I've put off. Now, my brother was reading it for a while and he took it to university, so I kept badgering him and I was like, please just bring this back. And my brother is the biggest fan of George Orwell you will ever meet. He reads collections of his work. He has read this in Animal Farm, and he's read his memoirs on writing and all sorts. Like, he's obsessed with him. So he bigged this up for me, and considering I'm the book nerd of the family and he's got round to it before me, it makes me a little bit sad. So I'm going to get to it, and I need to get to it now. And also it's just cute. I really think this edition's so cute. You can just pop it in your handbag. So I'm just going to get to it. So there's that one. And then the final one that I'm going to put on, again, Jasmine over at Jasmine Reads and a few other booktubers as well have been raving about this book. I think this was on her favourites of 2017 video, Jasmine's, and I just really want to read it, and a lot of people are giving me mixed things. Mercy over at Mercy's Bookish Musings, when she read this, had very conflicted views on it. So I think when I saw her video a while back of that, it put me off kind of reading it. And then after seeing that Jasmine, who we've got very similar tastes, who's a great booktuber, I'm already linking her down below, go check her out. We have very similar tastes, so when she said that she really enjoyed this, it's made me want to go back. And I know that the story is about 2 women, kind of it goes through the generations of being slave owners and slaves and all these different really interesting historical storylines which would really interest me. I now have no idea where I haven't got round to reading this, because I remember as soon as this came on BookTube I bought it, so it's actually been on my shelf for ages. I've just got 2 bogged down in all the other stuff, but I know the bandwagon is well and truly gone for this book, but it doesn't mean I can't read it and appreciate it. So come on, Beth, get your act together and read it. So those were the 4 books that I want to read. There's millions more that I want to read, and I've now ordered a massive haul, so there's going to be even more. But I would love to know what you're reading this month. Let me know if you've read any of those, and I've also got a credit for this month on my Audible account that I haven't used yet. I'm hoping to save it in case me and Serena over at A Wandering Mind would like to do a buddy readathon of a classic. Then I'm hoping to save that so that I could just read that this month. So there might be an extra book in my February wrap up. But for now, I'm just holding that as a little extra weapon in my arsenal, but I don't know if it will be used or not. So that is everything for my February TBR. Hit the subscribe button if you want to be alerted for when my future videos are coming out. I've got tag videos to do, and I've got my The Virgin Suicides book and film review to come out as well. Comment down below if there's a particular video you want me to do. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you very soon with a new video. Bye now.